Did you know that 88% of millionaires built their empires from scratch? And get this, the average millionaire saves 23% of their income, while most people save less than 8%. Imagine where you could be in 10, 20, or 30 years if you master the art of accumulating wealth slowly and steadily. Spoiler alert, it's not about winning the lottery or getting a six-figure job overnight. In this video, we reveal the secrets that the rich have mastered, and guess what? They are not as complicated as you might think. Stay tuned because this is the knowledge you've been waiting for. Hi everyone. Today we'll dig into the basics of building wealth. This isn't about the get-rich-quick schemes you've heard of, but tried and true methods aimed at the long term. Did you know that according to Fidelity Research, 88% of millionaires are self-made? That's right, most people build their wealth from scratch. And guess what? Most of them don't do it overnight. So where does the journey to wealth begin? It all starts with saving. I know this isn't the most interesting topic, but bear with me. The average American saves about 7.6% of their income, according to Trading Economics. But is that enough to create a foundation for wealth? Here's what's interesting. Wealth isn't just about saving. It's also about where you put those savings. Enter the world of investing. Reports from the Federal Reserve show that more than 50% of U.S. families invest in the stock market. And there's a good reason for that. It's one way to make your money work for you. Speaking of making money, let's talk about compound interest, the secret weapon of the rich. Albert Einstein once called it the eighth wonder of the world. Imagine your savings growing exponentially over time. That's the magic of compound interest. If you invest $5,000 at an interest rate of 5% per year, in 20 years, thanks to compound interest, you will have more than $13,000. And all you do is leave it there. Building wealth also means diversification. As the old saying goes, don't put all your eggs in one basket. A study conducted by the National Bureau of Economic Research found that the richest 1% of households have a diversified asset portfolio. Not just stocks, but real estate, bonds, and even art. Here's another silver lining. It's not about how much money you make, but how much you save. According to a WealthX report, the average millionaire saves about 23% of their income. Now that builds a solid foundation. In the end, what matters is creating a cycle of wealth. Save, invest, grow, and repeat. The road to wealth is a journey, not a sprint. It's built on a foundation of sound financial principles, smart investing, and yes, a little patience. So, are you ready to take the first step? Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was wealth. Stay tuned as we further explore great strategies from the experts in the next chapter. In this chapter, we will reveal the strategies used by financial experts of our time. How did they reach the pinnacle of wealth? And what can we learn from them? First, let's talk about Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha. This man is living proof of the power of long-term investing. You might not believe it, but according to a Business Insider report, 99% of his wealth was earned after his 50th birthday. Talk about playing the long game. Buffett's strategy seems simple. Buy and hold. He focuses on companies with strong fundamentals and maintains them for decades. This is not about timing the market, but about timing in the market. A study conducted by J.P. Morgan points out that long-term investors tend to have higher returns with less volatility. Now let's move on and talk about Ray Dalio, the brains behind Bridgewater Associates. Dalio's approach is about risk balance, balancing different asset classes to achieve optimal risk and return. A report published in the Journal of Investment Management shows that a well-executed risk parity strategy can produce more consistent returns and reduce risk. And who could forget the classic book, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham? This book, which is loved by many people including Buffett himself, emphasizes the concept of value investing. It's about finding and investing in stocks that are undervalued and trading at less than their intrinsic value. According to a Brandeis Institute report, value stocks have outperformed growth stocks by 4% per year over the last 50 years. But it's not just about the technical stuff. Emotional intelligence also plays an important role. A study published in the journal Psychology and Aging revealed that older people tend to make wiser economic decisions. It seems that experience not only fosters financial intelligence but also emotional resilience to the ups and downs of the market. And remember, this isn't a one-size-fits-all deal. Each of these financial experts design strategies that suit their goals, risk tolerance, and market outlook. The common thread that unites them is their unwavering focus on long-term profits, mature decision-making, and a little patience. So, are you starting to see a pattern here? Wealth is not created overnight. It is built carefully, brick by brick, on a solid foundation of informed strategy, patience, and consistency. Now that we have established a financial strategy, let's outline the psychological web that is woven into wealth creation. It's more than just a number. Your mindset plays an important role. Have you ever heard the term wealth mentality? This is not a slogan, it's a real thing. A study conducted by Sarah Stanley Falla, involving more than 600 millionaires, revealed that psychological traits such as resilience, optimism, and emotional stability are common traits among the rich. Let's explore delayed gratification. It's like waiting to eat a marshmallow to get to later. Remember the Stanford marshmallow experiment? Children who wait tend to have better life outcomes. Apply that to wealth. Those who delay gratification often have higher net worth, says a study published in the National Bureau of Economic Research. But hey, it's not just about waiting. It's about clarity of vision. Rich people set clear and achievable goals. A report by TD Bank revealed that 67% of financially stable people not only set goals but also write them down. There's something about visualizing your financial future that makes it more achievable. And there's more. Ever heard of financial self-efficacy? This is confidence in your ability to influence your financial outcomes. A study in the Journal of Economic Psychology found a strong correlation between high levels of financial self-efficacy and increased savings and investments. Speaking of beliefs, let's touch on the scarcity versus abundance mindset. People with a scarcity mindset believe there's a finite amount of wealth. But here's the truth. Wealth is not a zero-sum game. Those with an abundance mindset, as revealed in a study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology, tend to be wealthier and more generous. But here's the thing. The psychology of wealth isn't just about the individual. It spreads to society. A report from WealthX shows that the super rich donated more than $112 billion in philanthropy in 2020 alone. Wealth, it seems, comes full circle. Each journey to wealth is as unique as a fingerprint, but is structured around fundamental pillars. The first pillar, budgeting, is not just a buzzword. A survey conducted by US Bank revealed that only 41% of Americans follow a budget. But a budget is the key to financial success. It's a roadmap, illustrating where you are and charting a course to where you want to go. Investing, which is our second pillar, is not a monolith. Remember, diversification is key. A study conducted by Vanguard found that diversified portfolios experienced an increase of 183% over 20 years, compared to 47% for undiversified portfolios. It's about creating a harmonious symphony of assets that sing together in unison. And let's talk about risks. This is an intrinsic element of the wealth-building journey. The key lies in risk management. According to a Global Risk Institute report, 89% of long-term investors attribute their success to effective risk management. It's about facing challenges with finesse and balancing potential gains and losses. Education is another cornerstone. This is not static but is an ever-evolving process. A report from the Council of Financial Educators highlights that a lack of financial education caused losses of $295 billion in 2020. Continuous learning is not an option, it's a must. We also cannot ignore the essence of adaptation. The financial landscape is as dynamic as the seasons. A study conducted by FlexShares found that 67% of investors who adjusted their strategies to market changes reported improved portfolio performance. It's about being like a willow tree, bending with the wind but firmly rooted. Lastly, accountability. The journey to wealth is not an expedition undertaken alone. A study published in the Journal of Consumer Research shows that individuals who have similar financial goals are more likely to achieve them. It's a communal dance, where support and accountability are the rhythms that drive progress. In closing, remember that wealth is not a destination, but rather a journey marked by learning, growth, and adaptation.